This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Aunts and Uncle Studios of Arizona, UFC 268 press conference. Covington, Usman 2, Namajunas, Zhang 2, Chandler, Gaethje. Let's go with the MMA-Holes. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's go, baby. How's everyone doing tonight? Today? The afternoon. Almost 2 o'clock for us. UFC 268 press conference happening tonight, today, the morning, whatever time it is for you. It's hanging with the boys time.
Hanging with the boys.
What we're going to do is play the audio. We're going to react to the press conference. We're going to get hyped up for this big pay-per-view happening Saturday night. We have a link pinned in the live chat for ESPN Plus and in the description. I urge you to use our link to get the pay-per-view. Everyone that gets the pay-per-view through our link helps us out tremendously. Less to ESPN, less to the UFC, more to the MMA-Holes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We're going to go into this broadcast booth over here. We'll have the thumbnail over there. We're going to play the audio like I said, and we're going to enjoy it. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to break it down. We're going to discuss and see who won the tale of the tongues today. Now, I mean, listen, you got to think Colby Covington is going to have his material ready to roll, and you got to think Usman's going to be licking his lips. Rose Namajunas versus Zhang is interesting to me because, you know, there was a lot of weird stuff going on after that last fight with the excuses from Zhang, and I'm a Zhang fan, but, you know, no hair now, new camp, new location. Let's see what she does. I think she's still going to get booed. We're going to listen and we're going to discuss. All right, so as this thing gets started over here, let's see in the chat, what are you looking for during this press conference? If you're, you know, is there something that you're trying to pull from this? Maybe you're waiting to make your bets on MyBookie. A link in the description down below. Promo code MMAHOLES for a 100% match on your first deposit. Maybe you're waiting. You know, I would advise, yeah, you know, you pump the brakes. You want to see what they say over here. You know, who looks nervous? Who looks like they're zenned out? We had Colby Covington's teammate last night on the show. Dear Terry, was a very nice interview with him, and it was nice to meet him. And he spoke about Colby Covington in a way that a lot of people don't know. You know, Colby is not really a bad guy. Colby Covington has the shtick. You know, he goes a little hard in the paint when he gets on the mic, but that's his thing. He's trying to sell some fights. He's trying to get into his opponent's head. Some like it, some don't like it. So at least you know deep down the guy's not a bad person. The only thing that makes me wonder is, you know, the way he left his last gym. I mean, he left that thing on fire. Turned around, watched the flames, and said, all right, I'll see you later. Like all his friends, you know, everyone that he trained with, the coaches. I mean, it's just weird how that turned out. So that's the only thing that doesn't line up, but you talk to his new teammates, and they love him. So maybe it's the team's fault. Who knows? Maybe Top Team's full of a bunch of a-holes. Regardless, we're going to find out what happens tonight. Now, I'm pretty sure that Gaethje and Chandler are going to be there. I see them on our thumbnail and on their thumbnail as well. So let's go, Brandon. Usman wins easy, says Ride Drive. Yeah, we dropped $100 on Usman. Take a 33 back back home. But yeah, it should be a good night of fights. Really good night. Shubs with the first donation. Now the top Fucking Dog.
Take a drink every time Colby says "come shot." Covington is going to win and you're going to lose lots of money, Moss, so you might want to play this game.
Nah, man. Listen, Kamaru Usman is turning into like that Amanda Nunes, that John Jones. You always bet on him, you're always going to win. It's turning into that. I am going to bet on him unless he fights KHAMZAT Chimaev or Khamzat Chimaev. Thank you, Chubbs. You are the top Fucking Dog. Let's go, baby. Thank you for the deuce. Appreciate that. Top Fucking Dog. Yeah, I mean, listen. Come on. I mean, I got to ride with my guy. And I'm, from what I've seen so far, he looks incredibly comfortable, confident. This is Usman I'm talking about. This guy, nothing is phasing him right now. He's in the zone. When you see a champion that is this in the zone and this calm going into fights, like, I'm going to go order a frappe. Like, it looks like he's just ordering some sort of treat. I mean, he's grocery shopping. Like, it just, I don't know, like nothing. He is not going in a cage, Madison Square Garden, main event against arguably his toughest task. He's like, I broke this guy's face. I'm going to do it again this time. So, I mean, yeah. Moss, look at Marty and Colby dress in Twitter. I did see the side-by-side on the street in Manhattan. I saw that Usman has like a fancy, expensive suit. And Colby Covington's dressed like the Joker. I don't know. Like, he's got this cheap pink suit with no shirt underneath. I don't know if they're going to be wearing the same outfits. We'll find out in a second when the event gets started. But I think that's Colby's shtick. I think he wants to look like like a knucklehead. I don't know. I think that's his thing. I think that's part of the gimmick. But, make no mistake, Colby Covington is a tough opponent. Colby Covington is a legit fighter. Without Usman, Colby would be champ. It's not even a question. And Colby has a chance on Saturday night to literally shock the world. He's a pretty big underdog. Let me see on my bookie if it's changed much. I got to log in first. But yeah, man, we're just winning money over there in my bookie. Even with this bet that we're making, we're still up in my bookie thanks to Glover Teixeira. So even if we lost this bet, it's not even that damaging. Yeah. So far it says Kamaru Usman is a -13 over there on the old books. So, yeah, you drop on plus 255 on Colby Covington. Oh, I got to log in. Hold on. Let me log into this puppy. I thought I was logged in. Log me in. Password is 12345 exclamation point question mark. Oh, shit. I thought my mic was muted. Oh, hold on a second. Let me change my password now. Okay. Here we go. We're in. We are in, baby. All right, so go to MMA. Go to UFC lines. Pada ping, pada boom. Yeah, so plus 250. If you were to drop a cool hundo. Here is my bet. My bet's already over here. The win $33 out of the 100. I mean, listen, I'm not getting even money, but it's all right. It's a guaranteed $33. I'll take it. Open it up, baby. Okay, here we go. 100. You win 250. Just like that. See? Right over there. $250. If you bet $100 on Colby Covington. So, I mean, listen, if you really think that, is going to be a massive upset over here, go for it. I wouldn't recommend it. If you wanted, if you're like, hey, Mystic, you are very mystical with your predictions, especially main card, main event. What would you advise me to do? I'd say stay the hell away from Colby. Get the easy money with Kamaru. Bet high and win guaranteed cash. That would be my prediction, my opinion. But who knows? I mean, maybe there are some people out there that believe that Colby Covington really, truly is going to get the job done this time. New camp, new physique, bang energy drinks.
Super chat.
Brandon, let's go,
Hope
Brandon.
Colby wins. We can get this match a third time.
Okay, hope Colby wins. We can get this matchup, and it's I mean, listen, if Colby wins the fight, Ali Abdelaziz and Usman will definitely be lobbying for the rematch. I'm going to make a prediction, though. I am going to say this. I mean, yes, Usman should get that rematch, but I would pretty much lock it up if Masvidal beats Leon Edwards, if that does happen, I would not be surprised if Colby Masvidal would be the next fight. I'm not saying that should be the next fight. I just wouldn't be surprised if Usman's... They say, oh, Usman, just chill for a sec. Let's put this fight together. Hey, Ellie. Ellie's here. Ellie had vaccines today. It's such a dreadful experience. You know, she's starting to get to the age where she's knowing that doctor equals pain. So before the needles came, she's like, not the COVID vaccine, you know, normal kitty vaccines. Mystic prediction for Rose and Weili. All right, so I'm going to go Rose on this one. I feel like I would be extremely dumb not to pick Rose, and I'm going to pick a decision. I'm going to say it's going to be very similar to the Joanna rematch type deal. I think it's going to be a fucking sick fight between the two, but I'm going to go with Rose. I think Zhang's going to hang in there a little bit longer. Rose for the win. And I'm going Chandler over Gaethje. I know a lot of people are picking Justin. I understand. He's got more time in the UFC. I'm just going with, Michael Chandler. I think that this man will, listen, he almost finished Charles Oliveira. Think about it. In the first round, he almost took him out. So we're waiting for the UFC to get going here with their press conference. When it starts, we'll play the audio. But those are my, big fight picks on the main card. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that, Brandon. And we got Chubbs coming in.
Wonderful.
The top fucking dog.
Hey, at 35, how do you get a bunch of zits on your head and back just asking for a friend? Colby is right about who Usman has beaten in the last 2 fights. Those guys aren't on his level.
You know, it's just a greasy motherfucker, to be honest. I had acne in my 30s as well. I'm 44 now. I got out of puberty when I was in my 39 into 40s. But yeah, I got acne, and I still get it. I still get it, on my shoulders and stuff like that. I don't know. And this guy's always in the gym rolling around with sweaty men. You're clogging up the pores. I listen, black guy, lots of muscles, unstoppable fighter, must be on steroids. Right? Is that what everyone's thinking? Or maybe his genetics are freakish. Look at the guy, Usman. Take a look at him. The guy looks like he is just it's just in him. It's in his DNA, and on top of him living in the gym and eating well and taking care of his body. That's it. Like Francis Ngannou. Is he on steroids? The guy's a fucking freak. It's just nuts. But is anything impossible? No. I didn't think TJ was on the sauce, and I had some people, hit me up saying TJ's on it, and I was like, nah, come on, man. It's just, I don't know. I listen, yes, you could look at him and say, oh, muscle steroids, acne steroids. I don't know. I'm not buying it. I think Usman, he's that type of guy. Now he's finally with a girlfriend. There was a long period of time where, he had a baby mama, had a baby, wasn't in a relationship. I think this guy is so dedicated to his craft that he's constantly in the gym. He's constantly working out. He's constantly eating healthy. It's kind of probably lame to be in a relationship with a guy like him, Plus, he's cringy. Let's be serious. He is a little cringy. But I think it's his life. It's his lifestyle. But what do I know, right? I don't know anything about steroids. Wonderful. Gavin.
Usman really wants to fight Canelo. Usman would get smacked around the ring with Canelo. He has no chance.
Man.
Mexico.
Thank you, Gavin. Appreciate that donation. And, Usman, this is exactly my prediction. My prediction is Usman will never fight Chimaev. Chimaev will 100% fight for a belt. Both Ali Abdelaziz guys, when it's that time, Usman will hit the road, go to boxing, make a mega, paycheck. Said he did what he had to do in the UFC. They're not going to line those two up against each other. Fighting Canelo is crazy. In boxing, it's kind of wild, man. But I'm not against guys. I wish Usman would stay in the UFC, smash all the records, pass Anderson Silva, solidify himself as the greatest welterweight of all time, surpass GSP. As a fan, I would like to see that and say, well, I was alive for that era. That's fantastic. But, listen, chase the cash. I can't blame him. I would. I would do exactly what Conor did. I would literally get the belts and say, okay, how can I make money somewhere else? You know, even if I get my ass whooped by fucking Floyd Mayweather, I'm still going to be set for life. Let's go. You know, that's how I would think. It's not like you stay in the UFC and your family's set for life. You're in the UFC, you make a decent amount of scratch. You leave the UFC and your family's good. You know? Still waiting for this press conference to get going. Thank you for the donations. And smash the like button, please. I'd appreciate it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
The glove touch.
See you tomorrow, David Schmielinson, you dorky, smelly little fucking cunt.
Well, so you're leaving, Glove Touch is landing in New York tomorrow, huh? Good, safe travels. And if you get any content via your cell phone or whatever, send it our way. If you want to harass, I would highly recommend harass the crowd. I think they would still have, oh, here we go. It looks like it's getting started here. Noise. All right, as soon as the press conference gets going, I'll play the audio. I would imagine they still have the fan thing outside of the Garden. I hope they do. And if they do, get some footage of that shit. Get to the event early. If they have the fan thing outside the Garden, that's a cool thing to visit. You meeting some fighters and take some pictures and, you know, do whatever the fuck you want to do. 2:12 a.m. Start the damn press. Damn, man, that's hardcore. 2:12 a.m. and you're staying up for a press conference, which it could suck. I mean, no press conference is guaranteed to be great. I think this one would be all right, though. I think Chandler and Gaethje may steal the whole show in the press conference because these two they've been yapping for a while, and, you know, so is Colby. I mean, everyone knows what Colby's going to bring. It all depends if Usman plays along with it. Wow, what time is it for everyone in the chat? What time is it for each person in the chat? As 2 a.m. waiting for a press conference, like I said, is pretty wild. So they're doing some highlights over here. When the press conference gets started, I will play the audio, and we will break it down here. Break it down. Afternoon show.
Super chat.
Super duper chat.
Usman having acne all over his body at 34 is Seuss.
Nah, it's not. Like I said, I get fucking acne, and I don't even I barely even hit the gym. Man, it's all different times over there. Look at that. All those different times. Yeah, listen, acne saying you're on steroids you're going to need a little bit more evidence than that. Man, I got friends. I think I saw Kainoto in the chat said he's like 48. He still gets acne. I mean, everyone gets acne, you know? Some people are greasy motherfuckers. Usman looks like a greasy son of a bitch. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, people legit loathe, and thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. People loathe Usman still to this day, which kind of baffles me because I think he's become more likable. Like, I understand before leaving the Ultimate Fighter and going into the UFC, and the guy was annoying in the Ultimate Fighter. He really was. Like, I was not a fan of him at all. He started to find himself along the way. Then the 30% fight, where it's like, Dick, you know, what the fuck? You bored us to death. Now we got a champion that's finishing people, who's got the swag now, but it's a little cringe, but it's not to the point where it's just like Henry Cejudo shit, you know? He's just confident. People don't like confidence. People don't like winners, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is. The ugly 48 and still gets it. Yeah, I mean, pussy or zits? What do you still get? Both?
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. Look at this chat room over here. Let's go. All right, so here we go. They're panning around. The press conference looks to be getting started very soon. Covington versus Usman. And we're going to play the audio over here. The crowd is getting on their feet. They're pulling out their cell phones. And once the guys hit the mic, and the gals, I will play the audio. But right now, quite the scene. Man, see, like I see this and... is this at the Garden? I can't really... I don't know where they're having the press conference right now. But here comes Michael Chandler clapping, walking to the dais. Michael Chandler trying to bounce back after his title fight loss. Charlie Olives. Crowds pumping their fists saying, let's go. Like I said, when they all hit the mics, I will play the audio. How can I watch the It's on the UFC's. It's on Men. It's on fucking the UFC's YouTube channel. It's on MMA Fighting, MMA Junkie. There, I'm sure the Mac Life has it. We're just gonna play the audio over here until we get maybe.
Super
Whoa!
chat.
Good luck with $100 super
Hope this
chat.
helps with the cost of diapers.
Oh my God, bro! Good luck dropping $100 super chat. Well, you, my friend, are the toppest of the dogs. Look at this. Let's put him over here. My God, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Look at you. Diaper time, baby. Good luck. Everyone drop good luck in the chat. Appreciate that, man. That's really generous of you. Appreciate it. You make it worth coming here on an afternoon. We just came from 2 doctors. Ellie getting jabbed with some vax stuff. And all right, here we go. So Rose, I went to the foot doctor. Here we go. Wow, Rose got the overalls. Jess, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
We'll listen to her chug some water. Had a nice nap. How was your nap?
Not good. I have the worst headache.
Worse. Jess, you have a zit on your. Are you on steroids?
Right here?
Yeah, don't press it. Ew. Why would you press it? That's like gonna infect it even more.
No, it's not.
She's on steroids. She has a 25 years old, zit on the cheek, definitely on steroids. Oh, here's Chaos. Oh my gosh. He is bowing to the crowd. Hold on, let's see if hopefully there's no music here. Let's see.
Covington!
That's music, man. But yeah, when they stop playing the music, he's flexing to the crowd. He's got this crazy tie-dyed suit on. What do you think of his getup, Jess?
Looks wonderful, wonderful.
Oh my God. Shakes the boss's hand. Looking like he's in great shape. Sitting next to Zhang Weili. Oh boy. All right. So we will definitely give you our thoughts on this event, as they are going to address the media and talk some smack. And here comes the champ and Kamaru Usman. What is this guy wearing? Let's see.
Kamaru! The night!
All right, so it's mixed with boos and cheers. We'll get a good hold of what the crowd says when they stop playing his music. But Kamaru in some sort of, I don't know, was that a cheetah outfit?
New York City, what's up? We got the first question.
Here we go.
For Kamaru, please. For Kamaru, please. Fighting Colby obviously is a unique challenge, especially pre-fight. You know, the trash talk, everything you got to deal with. Second time around, I'm just kind of wondering how your mindset is, especially when he's, throwing out drug accusations and things like that. I mean, are you able to get past it, or does it make it personal for you?
No, I love it. I've said it. I appreciate everything that he does, everything that he comes with. I love it because it's another challenge for me to get over. And, at this point in life, at this point in my career, I look forward to those challenges. On Saturday night, I'll do what I do best, and that's smash another challenge.
Wow, man.
Hey, Kamaru, I know you don't like the guy personally, obviously, but do you agree with the assessment that he is the most difficult matchup for you, that he has the best style to compete with you? Do you give him that?
I wouldn't say the most difficult matchup. I would say that he's very, very talented. I give him props. He's very, very talented. He works hard and he comes to fight each and every time. But like I've said before, in the era where he existed, he has to live with the fact that somebody was there that was better.
Ooh, burn over there. Colby's just
and last one for you, Kamaru. You've made it clear, right, that you don't have a lot of time left in this sport, and you're not really planning on sticking around a whole lot longer. I'm just curious, have you put a date on that, and are there accomplishments that you want to get done before you call it a career?
No, it's not necessarily that I don't have a lot of time left. I'm saying I'm smart enough to know when to go out.
Someone in the chat goes, "You scared,
Colby,
bro?"
if I could for you, please. Listen, you admitted that you were a little too emotional last time out, right? That was the problem.
Oh, the crowd's loving it.
How you manage that, especially
Well, you know
against
who
the
the
guy
crowd's
you
rooting
clearly
for.
don't like. How do you manage those emotions on fight night to change the result this time around?
John, you were getting real slick with me yesterday. You're a clickbait merchant. You were saying I was undeserving and didn't deserve to be up here. Well, guess what? You're undeserving at getting an answer from me. If you want an answer from me, get down and give me 10 push-ups right now. Get on your hands and knees.
He's telling Morgan to get on.
10 push-ups, flabby butt.
Easy there, killer. Easy there.
All these years.
Enunciate.
Shut up, Marty. They didn't come to see you, bitch.
Enunciate. Easy there. Easy.
Hey, Marty.
Take it slow.
Hey, Marty. Is your daddy the jailbird coming on Saturday night?
Oh.
I got to hook up with law enforcement. If you want me to call his parole officer, I'll make sure he can come on Saturday night. You want me to make sure?
Yes.
Damn artist, man, I feel so bad for Miss
Could you please do that?
Think about that. She's got a cheating ass son and she's got a scammer ass husband. That must be shitty in that household.
He's going hard.
Thank you. Could you please make that phone call? Please, I need him here to watch you get your face broken this time.
What? The only thing that was broken is you broke your daddy out of jail.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
why did you go back to your corner in the third round and tell your corner, I think my jaw's broken?
Tell me what happened
because you wanted them to save you.
Tell me, hey,
you wanted your coaches
why were you gonna be
save
faking nut shots again?
You wanted
there
them
ain't gonna be
to
two
save
people in there
you.
fighting me on Saturday night. You ain't gonna have
Who wanted a way out?
Mark Notso-Goddard ain't gonna save you tonight on Saturday night.
Tonight or Saturday night? Which one is it?
Hey, both of them. Let's go right now.
Oh, they're standing. Colby's standing.
All sit down. You know you're not going to do shit.
You need to make sure
Just
his
like
camera
I read
gets him
upon
right
you
for Saturday night.
backstage. And what
Marty
did you do?
Juiceman, the CEO of EPO.
Oh, my God.
Colby, please tell the people why you went back to your corner in the third round and told your coaches, I think my jaw's broken.
Please tell
because
people
you
why
wanted a way out.
Nut shot.
You
I
pussy.
kicked you in the liver.
Shut
You're
up.
ready to
you
quit.
wanted your way out.
You're about to quit, bitch. I'm your daddy. You're a bitch. You were ready to quit. Why'd you fake a nut shot? Why were you faking an eye poke on the other eye? The camera can see you're a terrible actor, bro. You were faking the other eye. That's truth.
Can I
Look at
answer
the
you?
camera.
Can I answer you?
Answer.
Listen, if he's saying that I was faking this or faking that to get out of the fight, but I didn't. I stayed in the fight, and I broke your fucking jaw.
You took a fake timeout. The only thing you broke is your daddy out of prison. Where's that
this
jailbird
is
at?
so
Is he in the
cringy,
building?
man.
We need the scam artist here, just like his son.
I'm waiting for you to make the phone call so he can be here on Saturday to watch you get the other fucking eye broken.
He's gonna see you get your face broken on Saturday night. That's facts, Junior.
Colby's running out of material.
We saw the photos yesterday. What's all those injection marks around your stomach, bro? Man, those look bad, dude. I saw you with Gaethje. You look like shit, man. How many, dude? You can't cover the chemical imbalance in your body, bro. You got acne and craters all over your face and back.
This is
man.
another grown man up here
disgusting.
talking about another grown man's body. Colby, is that something you want to tell us?
Disgusting.
You want
Filthy
to come
animal,
out of the
man.
closet and tell us
Filthy
something?
animal. Hey, the thing to do in New York City is throw trash on de Blasio's lawn. Saturday night, I'm gonna throw this trash bag on de Blasio's lawn.
Dana, I just had one for you real quick, Dana. Obviously, we got a bit of a grudge match here to settle, but I wanted to ask you, Kamaru said after this he wanted to work with you and maybe set up a boxing match with Canelo. Is that an idea that intrigues you at all to be a part of something like that?
Before you answer, Dana, this is what intrigues me is, you know, I'm getting bored running through these loud mouths up here. I'm getting bored. So you know what? I said pound for pound in both sports, promoted by the pound for pound best promoter in the world, Dana White. Why not?
When Marty gets locked in that cage with me on Saturday night, he's gonna be shitting in his pants like his name's Joe Biden. Hashtag Poopgate.
Shut your mouth. They asked
Shut
Dana
your
a
bitch ass
question.
up. I said you can talk. Nobody wants to hear you, man. You're throwing pay-per-views out the window, bro. Just shut up. You're a virgin.
You got another question?
Yeah. That's the kind of suit a virgin would wear right up there.
Greetings, nerds and virgins.
Actually, Kamaru, I was curious. What is your opinion on Colby's suit? You're a
So
guy who likes
cringy,
fashion. What do you
Colby.
make of it?
Of his fashion?
Yeah, of his suit.
Come on, man. You know.
He's too ugly to wear something like this. Come on, dude.
Once
Look at
again,
that dude. He's
another
ugly
man
as
talking
fuck.
about another man's body, his beauty, the way he looks. Colby, is there something you want to tell us?
That's the best you got, bro? Come on. That's the best you got? Come on, man. Everybody knows I get the finest mamacitas in all the land.
Colby, before the first fight, it was obviously very personal, and you're saying a lot of personal things
It
today.
almost sounds like
Has the
Colby's
animosity
rehearsed
between you
some
got
of
worse
the
because
lines.
it
Like
took you
he's
so long to
reused
get this
multiple
rematch?
things already.
Yeah, because he avoided this rematch at all costs. Uncle Dana in the UFC had to force his hand. He was trying to fight other lightweights. He was trying to fight Nate Diaz. He wanted to fight anybody but this rematch. He knows who Daddy is. He knows who really won that fight. If he didn't fake timeouts the first fight, I would have destroyed him, but it's okay. I'm glad better late than never. I don't live in the past. Saturday night's the future, and I'm destroying more fake newsmen.
Kamaru, for you, is there any part of you that appreciates Colby? Because at the end of the day, this is getting more attention for the fight and making you more money.
Absolutely. Like I said, I appreciate all my children, and he is my son.
Did you keep the protest?
That's why he ran away from me for so long. I'm such his son. He would have ran and signed the dotted line right away if I was Street Judas Masvidal, that journeyman. He loves fighting journeymen.
Question for Rose back here.
I got so into it that I spilled my tea. My tea got spilled, thankfully. Jesus, I need a sip.
Obviously a big reception for you here in New York, but you've said for a long time, even after your first fight, you still view Weili as the most dangerous opponent for you at strawweight. So what specifically does Weili do that makes her the most dangerous?
Just look at her resume and look what she's done to her opponents. So I gotta protect myself at all times and be on my toes.
I tell you what, man. I'm not a fan of Rose.
Question for Weili.
I don't know. Great fighter.
You made it
God, she
known
bores
after
me.
your last fight that you had felt maybe the fans had turned against you. The fans right now are pretty rowdy right now. Have you done any training to prepare for the reception you get when you enter Madison Square Garden?
你上那个麦迪逊花园广场有做何任何准备？就是粉丝会对你
Let's see what Zhang
友
Weili
好
has.
或者不友好吗？
Zhang Weili.
我今天来到这儿以后，然后看到所有的粉丝特别热
She
情，
looks
然后我就
fucking
很
ridiculous.
开心。我觉得纽约是一个很有包容性的城市，这里汇集了所有不同文化的人，然后这里是非常有包容的，所以我觉得我很兴奋。
I'm so happy to be here to see all the fans in New York. I think New York City that have so many different cultures, so many different nationalities.
She's getting a good reception, huh?
I'm just so happy to be
Because they were
here.
extremely unfair to her the first time around.
Not bad. They're actually giving her a better. I'm actually shocked.
Question for Justin Gaethje. Right here on your
Here
left.
we go.
Hey,
Here we go.
Justin, obviously there's a big grudge match for your teammate in the main event. What do you and Michael got to do to steal the show on Saturday?
Shit. He fights the same as I do. We both fireworks from the beginning. You know, I know he's going to try to finish it first round, but he's going to turn into a wrestler real quick, talking about taking steps backwards.
He's right. He's not wrong.
We'll see who's the bitch when he starts shooting for legs.
I freaking love Gaethje, man.
That's a Conor line.
Michael Chandler.
He's
Your
pulling
answer.
Conor's lines.
Hey, listen, man. Everybody knows what happens when Michael Chandler steps into the cage. Everybody knows what happens when Justin Gaethje
Oh, boy.
steps inside the cage.
Third
First
person.
fight of the night. This is why we went to the first fight of the night. We're starting off with a bang, starting off with the fireworks. Get your pay-per-view early at the show open. Justin Gaethje goes out and won.
Whoa! Whoa!
My final question.
1 round.
Question for Zhang Weili. Weili, what's it like sitting next to Colby Covington right now?
She doesn't understand. What's it like sitting next to Colby? Colby's giving her a hug. Nice respect
他说
between
你
the
跟那
two.
个 Colby 考文顿坐在一起有什么感觉？
感觉他太帅了 ，handsome。
Handsome. They're gonna bang.
Yeah.
Michael Chandler handsome too.
我感觉
Look
那
at
个
that.
很有安全感。
Threesome.
Feel
What do you
very
think?
safe and secure.
That's funny.
Go ahead.
Question for Michael over here.
Oh, what?
Question.
Go ahead. You go, Schmo. Go ahead.
All right. First question's for Colby Covington. You wanted to fight Kamaru Usman in this building the first time you guys fought. What makes Madison Square Garden so iconic? And when you think of iconic events, what comes to mind?
Yeah, when I think about Madison Square Garden, I think about, you know, the Rolling Stones, Hulkamania. I think about Muhammad Ali, and now Colby Covington. What do all those have in common? Legends, icons, Hall of Famers, world class. And what makes fighting in this city so great is they've had to put up with so much shit with Governor Nipple Rings and that clown chew Mayor de Blasio. I'm putting on a show for you all you Saturday night.
That's why I'm the people's champ. I love you all, filthy animals.
If you get your hand
Guy,
raised
man.
Saturday evening, do you expect the immediate rematch for the trilogy fight?
I'll be ready for the trilogy right away, but after I'm done with Marty Saturday night, he's done. He's gonna retire and he's not gonna wanna fight me again.
And Kamaru, the champion, after this fight's all said and through, how would you consider yourself among all the icons in combat sports that fought in this building?
I mean, it's gonna be spectacular. I mean, what tops what we just did in April? You know, this tops that. So this will definitely go down in the history books as one of the most special events of my career.
And last question, this is for Rose. Knowing your opponents made a lot of adjustments and are training to do something
Oh my God, he's reading right off his phone.
To you, do you feel like you're still the hunter or you're being hunted?
What's up with this guy? Schmo's reading off his phone.
Like he's shaking and shit too.
I'm the best.
Good answer.
Rose saying she's the
back
best.
there? Somebody started to go. Go
Question
ahead.
for Michael. You know, among all the great opponents you've beaten in your career, where would a win over Justin rank?
Justin Gaethje's at the top. This is a dude I've wanted to fight since years before I stepped inside the octagon, years before I came into the UFC. And partly because selfishly, I want the challenge. Selfishly, I want to compete against him. I do think what he brings to the octagon, the skill set that he brings, I do believe we are cut from the same cloth. As he said when he came into the UFC, show me my equal. And I was outside the UFC knowing I wanted to be here, knowing I was his equal. And now we get the opportunity and you guys get to be the beneficiary. First fight of the night at Madison Square Garden Saturday night.
Cutting a promo there.
And a question for Weili. Are you planning beyond this fight to continue training at Fight Ready, or are you just going to kind of see how it plays out with this fight first?
All right, so we wait for Weili. If you jump it in, UFC 268 press
我下次肯
conference.
定还会去 Fight Ready， 因为我在那儿学到太多东西了，所以我很期待我下一次在那儿的备战。
I'll still training in Fight Ready in Arizona. I feel like come to the US is great, and I just want to learn more things in Fight Ready.
I like
I'm a
Zhang, man.
reporter
I like
from
Zhang a lot.
China. I have a question for Weili. So I will address it in Chinese first directly and then English. Hello, Weili， 你好，我想问一下，周六的比赛你有多大信心可以获胜？
运动员嘛，肯定我们是有100%的信心来去打这场比赛的。我觉得在赛场上我们需要用自己的实力，然后去战胜对手。
我们在星期六晚上可以看到什么样的新的张伟丽 ？What's the new version of Weili we will see on Saturday night？
我觉得会看到一个全新的张伟丽，然后看到一个2.0版的张伟丽。
Thank you.
So I think you see a new 2.0, Zhang Weili 2.0 on Saturday.
If she could only speak English,
Can you
it
hear
would
me?
make a world of difference, you know?
Dana, would this rematch have happened a lot sooner, the main event, if Colby hadn't suffered a broken jaw?
Was
that for me?
Yes.
Would you ask me?
Yes, Dana. I said, would this rematch have happened a lot sooner if Colby hadn't suffered a broken jaw?
Hadn't
suffered a broken jaw, Junior. If you go look on the internet, the X-ray that they put out there, hey, well, you realize it would be a HIPAA violation if you said something like that.
Oh, this is
that
cringe.
a serious question to me?
All right. We'll move on to something else. Kamaru, in Jacksonville, you had this same reaction when you fought Masvidal.
Pink
Are you
suit
gonna
guy.
have the same type of fight
out of this arena.
on Saturday at the Mecca?
I think, you know, Jacksonville, it was something special about that. It was the first fight back with all the fans, so we had to give the fans a treat. And now, getting to actually headline an event here at Madison Square Garden, you know, I feel something special coming on Saturday night.
So, all
Yeah, you getting
right,
your
we'll
ass
talk about it in a
whooped.
second.
Kamaru, how big is the real estate that you have in this guy's head? He can't go 10 seconds.
Wow, this guy's
without
sucking off Usman.
Oh, he said it was, you know, he didn't have me on his mind at all time, but I'm all he could talk about. I'm all he could talk about. I've been living up there, taking a shit up there, pissing all up there in his head. And Saturday night, I'll separate him from consciousness.
Colby, over here. How would it feel to lose to this guy again on Saturday in front of your fans?
I just want to thank all the first responders of New York and all the first responders of America.
Just dodged
God bless
it.
you guys. Thank you for keeping us free, keeping us safe.
He's trying to
You
sell.
guys have been villainized, and you guys are the bad guys. That's how they try and paint you. But I want to tell you, you're the real celebrities of America. You're the real heroes. Thank you to the first responders. God bless you.
He's playing the people. Playing the people here.
Go ahead. You go ahead. Over here to my left. Go ahead.
Just one for you, Dana. What went behind the decision to move Chandler and Gaethje to open the pay-per-view?
They have their coach is going back to back to back on the last 3 fights. So he needed some space between that fight and the next one, the Rose fight.
Rose, does that make you happy? Because I assume that you're the person that probably benefits the most from that, since Trevor can be back there warming you up.
Yeah, that definitely makes me happy, but we're ready for anything. So, but yes, that is a huge relief.
And for you and Kamaru, will you guys even watch Justin's fight on the night? Because I imagine watching a Justin Gaethje fight is very emotionally exhausting. And do you want to go through that as you're preparing for your fight?
Absolutely. You know, we wanted to start the night with a bang, keep it going with another big bang, and then close it off with the big bang.
That's right, baby. It's going to be a bang. We bringing the bang to New York City, baby. Shout out to Jack Owalk and Bang Energy. We're going to bounce this dude's head off the canvas on Saturday night.
Fuck Bang Energy. Shout out to Pro Subs.
Yeah,
shut it up.
dude. No one wants to hear you talk, man.
And for both Colby and Kamaru, it was almost 2 years ago today that you guys did your first press conference face-off on this exact stage. How do you think the relationship between you two has evolved since then? Colby, you can go first.
No love lost, man. He's still a cheater, you know. He's still a cheating coward, the CEO of EPO. So, you know, I'm going to expose him on Saturday night. I'm going to give the people what they want. They want this clown out of there. They want a real champion. I'm going to be a real champion for the people.
It's changed a lot because I actually grew a little bit of appreciation for the guy.
Whoa.
And one more for you, Rose.
They're going to
It
have
was
sex.
4 years ago
They're
today
going to bang.
that you won the strawweight title for the first time. What does it mean to you to be back in this venue attempting to defend it during your second reign?
Happy anniversary. I'm really excited to be here in New York City. This city has shown me nothing but love and just great energy. Yeah, I really appreciate this place. I always feel like a better person every time I come here.
She's going to cry. Right?
Yeah, I love you too, man.
Rose looks like she's going to cry up there. It's kind of wild. Do you think Pat beat her before she got
for Kamaru?
Yeah, go ahead.
Obviously, this rivalry's gotten really personal, and just now, Colby decided to bring your family into the trash talk. Win, lose, or draw on Saturday night. Are you going to shake this guy's hand?
As a competitor, absolutely. After I break his, you know, the other part of his face, absolutely, I'll shake his hand. If he's still in the cage and not run away like he did last time.
I ran away because I got cheated. I was fighting 2 people that night, Mark Not-So-Goddard and Marty Juiceman.
That's why you ran to the back?
Don't worry, I'll get your dad broken out of jail. Don't worry, he'll be able to come see you. I'll talk to his parole officers.
And Colby, same question to you. No matter what happens, are you going to shake Kamaru's hand?
Nah, I have no respect for that guy. He's a cheating
Oh
coward. Why
my
would I respect
God.
a cheating coward and shake a cheating coward's hand?
My first question is for the crowd. Earlier, Colby told the champ nobody came here to see him. I'm going to ask you, how many of you came here to see Colby Covington tonight?
Pink suit guy.
What kind of fucking question is that? This is stupid.
Oh, this guy.
And how many of you came to see the champion, Kamaru Usman, tonight?
They're like split.
I think Usman got the better cheer.
But there was some booze along with it, too.
They're still making noise.
Dana, for you, what is it like to be the only commissioner in sports that not only doesn't get booed, you get goddamn cheered in New York? What are they doing wrong?
This guy, man.
I don't know. No, listen, I appreciate it.
Dan's like, shut the fuck
Question
up.
for Colby. Colby,
It's not a
great
valuable
color
question.
scheme today, by the way. Colby, we are here at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, where the greatest of all time became the greatest of all time. From Muhammad Ali to GSP, right here. And in 2 days, you get a chance to step inside that cage, and they will lock the door, and you will attempt to take
God, ask the
that
question,
belt
bro.
violently from that man by any
It's like he's
means
auditioning
necessary.
for a part on the UFC.
My question to you is, if you were to somehow lose this fight, will you agree?
Yo, one sec.
Will you agree right now?
Yo, one sec. You look like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. And it makes sense, because you got diarrhea at the mouth, son! Get out of my arena! Get out of here!
You were to lose this fight.
Get this
Man, he wants to be Conor so
He's doing the
bad.
Conor stick.
Yeah.
Do you agree right now to allow an independent medical team to look at your x-rays from 2019 to determine once and for all whether or not that man broke your face?
Yo,
This
where'd you
guy's
get
a
your
clown.
suit from?
Do you
JC
agree,
Penney?
yes or no?
I came here on a
Do you
G5.
agree, yes or no?
This chain costs more than your house,
Your
son.
suit looks
This
like an
chain costs more than
airbrush
your
license
fucking house.
plate
Get this
from
clown out of the
Myrtle
building.
Beach.
Get this clown
He's doing
out of here,
exactly
man.
what Conor
You
did.
know I don't Pepto-Bismol. Diarrhea of the fucking mouth.
The question.
Diarrhea of the
Oh,
mouth.
Answer
man.
the question. If you lose the fight, will you allow the x-rays to be released to prove whether or not your jaw was broken?
I want to give a special thank you to Luigi Girardi. He designed this great suit.
It is
Luigi
beautiful.
Girardi. Hey, Ricardo
Oh,
Suarez,
God.
you made the art.
This is really
the painting.
cringy.
I am the king of Miami, so shout out to Luigi Girardi, best tailor in the world.
It's interesting
You
how
have another
Colby
question?
still stutters, right?
He's clearly like, he's trying almost too hard.
Question
Yeah.
is for Kamaru Usman. I was here with Chad Ochocinco in April, and I tried to convince him. I tried to tell him to take you, to ride with you. Unfortunately, he didn't. But he sent me back to get his money back. So I want to know, the people from BR Betting want to know, are we going to get the job done
That's
this
the curse.
Saturday?
The Ocho
I'm gonna
Cinco
say
curse.
the same thing that I said last time. You know, just like Wesley Snipes said, you always bet on black.
Yes, sir.
That sounds pretty racist to me.
Oh, you would definitely know.
Actually, I don't know about that. The only race I know is the color green when it goes in my bank account.
What?
If you had a lot of zeros in your bank account, you wouldn't be wearing that trash-ass suit.
This suit
Oh,
costs more than your
man.
car, son, so you better sit down and stop wearing the little cheetah leopard print over there. I'm surprised you didn't bring the bed sheets back out. Your mom used to dress you up in bed sheets. What happened to those?
I got more money, more than you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man. Ooh, this is... Okay, we're going to have a lot to talk about after this. We'll get to the donations, too, as well.
In April, you were a pretty big underdog just about everywhere. And you knocked her flat on her back and knocked her ass out, and you're still an underdog. You know, what's your opinion on that?
That's crazy. She's not an
People saying
underdog,
that
actually.
Maybe you didn't
I
deserve
think
to
she
win
is.
that more than you just
Nope.
caught her.
No, they're even.
I don't really concern myself
Still.
with what everyone else thinks. From my recollection, I think the odds was going back and forth and stuff, but yeah, that doesn't matter to me.
Appreciate that. Well,
It is wild that they're even.
My last question's for you, Justin. The Trevor Whitman parlay's plus 300, man. You're the first fucking leg. We cashing this shit or what?
I'll start it off. Kamaru, finish it off. You're damn right. Trevor Whitman is a genius, and you will see that when inside that octagon. I can't wait to fight in front of these fans. The fucking chaos, all of it.
I'm so excited for the Gaethje fight.
Let's go.
They all sound like they have
I
brain
freaking love
damage.
him.
He sounds like he has brain
He's
damage.
always sounded like that, though. Like, that's the one
You're
that
right,
I can
Justin.
pass. 'cause he always
Chaos
sounds
is
like
in the
that.
building.
You're a bitch.
Oh.
Hey, man, you don't have any brain cells left, man. You should
Nothing
probably
but a
stop
bitch.
talking,
Shut
man.
the
You sound
fuck
so
up.
illiterate over there.
Shut the fuck up. No brain cells talking about people's family.
All right, I'm going to take two more questions.
Gaethje and
This is for you, Dana. All right, so
Colby.
there's something interesting happened in the lightweight division. Obviously, Gaethje or Chandler are going to want that shot, whoever wins. But Islam Makhachev, he wants a shot too. Now, he's Khabib's protege. Will he get the so-called Dana White privilege? And have you consulted Khabib on this? If so, and what was your last conversation like?
Is that my question?
It's to you, Dana.
He has no idea.
What did you ask me? I heard Dana White privilege. That's all I heard.
Will Islam Makhachev get the so-called Dana White privilege over Gaethje or Chandler for the lightweight title?
What the fuck does that even mean? I don't even fucking understand what that means. That sounds like some bullshit to me.
It might be, but
Yeah.
it's a fair question. Have you talked to Khabib about it?
Is Islam getting the next shot at the title? Is that the question?
Over Gaethje or Chandler, whoever wins, because one of them are going to want it.
He's ranked number 2 in the world. He's going to, what are you, 5? 2 and 5?
4.
4. 2 and 4 are fighting on Saturday.
But he says they've already had their shot.
Get the fuck out of here.
We don't care what he says.
This is a tough question.
We don't care what he says. Saturday night, me and Justin Gaethje get after it. We're the #1 contender. It's the #1 contender fight.
Okay, Usman, is it hard to respect someone like Colby, the way he goes after personal issues? Like, how do you stay so calm?
No, as a competitor, no, it's not hard. I love what he brings to the table. He pushed me, you know, last time, and you know, I expect that from him this time. But as a person, he's a rotten piece of shit. And I can't believe his father let him put this persona on.
Oh, another shot.
My father's not in prison.
Oh.
Scamming everybody.
He won't
scamming everybody out of their hard-earned money. These people work their asses off. All these blue-collar Americans, and you're gonna scam them, take millions of dollars. Did you pay back all his fees?
Don't worry.
He needs to get that shit paid back.
Saturday night.
Disgusting. Despicable.
I'm looking at your dad over here in the corner. You know, very respectable man, and I can just tell he's embarrassed each and every time you open your mouth.
Oh, man.
You got another question? One more. Who's got the next question?
He's probably not wrong.
Nobody?
Good, Colby. Oh, man.
All right. I'm going to square these guys
yo,
off,
Colby was
for
like,
photo ops. Thanks for coming out today.
that wasn't part of the script. He didn't think he was going to go after his dad.
Well, he went after Usman's dad.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. We're gonna talk about these guys getting squared up and exactly tell you what's going on here. That was the end of the press conference. And good luck dropping another $100.
Take yourselves out for dinner.
My man, good luck. You are a savage. The top Fukin dog coming in with $200 donations. You are a legend. Legend.
Super chat.
Sir T-Bag coming in.
Colby with no shirt and a custom suit. He's dumped Trump and now copying my man Tyson Fury.
Yeah, Fury, McGregor. He's a hybrid of trash talk, and we'll get to it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We will get our reaction very soon.
Have some balls, Moss, bet on Colby.
I already bet on Usman, man. I don't want to just lose money just to lose money, you know? I want to win. I would love to place money on Colby Covington if I really thought he was going to win this fight. After this, I am even more confident with my bet. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Here comes Chubbs again, back to back.
All the dick slobbing on Usman really makes me want Colby to win more. I got to be honest, way too much bias for Usman.
All right.
Also, Usman's suit is goofy as fuck too.
Yeah, they both look like clowns. Let's be honest. But you have to understand, like, it's like Khabib, you know? It's the same thing. You know, you dominate, people are going to just be up your ass. And that's what Usman's doing. He's dominating. He took the belt, and he's sitting there pretty with no worries. Now, we're going to see the first. Let's get to the volume on this. Let's see. Here's Gaethje versus Chandler.
I love this fight.
They are up at each other's grills.
Man, Gaethje is winning this. Gaethje is winning this fight.
Gaethje turns away, looks at the crowd. Chandler still stands in the pocket. I like my Chandler. I like Chandler on this.
There's
so you're
no
going.
doubt in my mind. Gaethje's
You
winning
got
this.
Gaethje. All right, I got Chandler. I'm gonna believe in Chandler. I think Chandler gets it done. All right, here's Weili, Zhang, Weili, and Rose. Rose looks like she's gonna pass out. They are far apart. Respect. Rose puts out the hand. They shake. One thing about Rose is she is just killer mode. That's it. She looks very emotional, but she's in the killer zone in that face-off, and I do like Rose still. Even though it looks like she's going to break down and cry, I think it's just her adrenaline going. I don't know. Here we go. Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. Dana gets between the boys. Kamaru wants to get closer. Colby goes up in his... Oh! Kamaru pushes him! Kamaru pushes him! Kamaru with the shove! make the call for me. I can't hear Colby though.
You're done. You're dead, motherfucker.
He says you're dead, motherfucker. Okay. So, a couple of things to talk about here. Hear the Colby chants and some Usman chants as well. The crowd's gonna be split. Although Usman's, oh, here's the Colby chants coming back. Usman, they are split, man, divided. All right. So a shove by Kamaru Usman is how we end the face-offs. Wow. Okay. So, couple of things to talk about here. Actually, a lot of things to talk about. Who am I kidding? There's a lot to go over here. We got Chubbs coming in.
Wonderful.
With the $2.
You better hope Colby doesn't win because I'm going to troll the fuck out of you, Moss. The guy that's taking swings at people or pushing people at the face-off is the scared one.
Nah, not necessarily.
Listen, I have nothing to worry about. But if you do, I will take it. I will take it on the chin. In fact, I'm going to say like what I said before. Colby Covington winning is better. It's better. It's better for us as the show. It's better as a fan. It's better. Because Usman cleaned out the division already. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then if Usman goes off into the boxing world and all that stuff, yeah, I'll watch, but I've already seen Usman do his thing. I already think... All right, what are we doing? Here,
He just put his foot on her.
I already think that Usman surpassed GSP. I think Usman is the better champ.
Yeah,
I
you think Khamzat beats Usman.
And Khamzat will be better than all of them. No doubt about it. But they won't fight because of the reasoning I said before. If Colby wins, it will be spectacular. It really will. It will be something else. I am not going to be disappointed in any way. The only thing I'll be disappointed about is losing my $100. That would suck with the bet. But in the long run, it would be better for the show and it would be better as a fan. Here's the deal. There's a lot to pull from this press conference, okay? There's a lot of back and forth going on between the two guys, Covington and Usman. I did notice that Kamaru Usman did play into it a little bit more than usual. Usually he's just confident there saying he's going to smash him, this and that. Colby took some shots at Pop, and then Usman retaliated with shots at Colby's Pop. So he did play into Colby's game there.
Usman, even though he didn't really take shots at Colby's dad. He more took shots at Colby using his dad. Colby straight up took shots at Usman's dad.
Colby read off a script.
Yeah, you could tell it was rehearsed because he said it multiple times.
That, I mean, you know, and listen, Conor does it too. Conor's got the scripts. All these guys with the big mouths have the script. But Colby does it in a way where it comes across like he's basically reading off of some loose leaf. You know, like he just...
Yeah.
It's so robotic.
Because he probably stands in a mirror and rehearses it over and over again.
100%. But that's his shtick. That's his gimmick, and it's worked. It's worked, you know, to get him to this level, to be able to sell tickets and get the crowd going, get people buying pay-per-views and buying. Okay, what are we doing here, kiddo? You know, it works for Colby Covington. Watching this press conference, there was a part of me that was starting to say, okay, I think Colby might be able to get under Usman's skin. And then the zinger at the very end of Usman throwing shade at the Pop, but did it in such a classy way.
Yeah, like he tried to respect the dad. And
Colby didn't have anything to say. It was off the script. Colby didn't anticipate that. That was an L for Colby, in my opinion. This shove. We saw Figueiredo do it.
We've seen a lot of people do it.
We've seen a bunch of people do the shove and then lose. Yes, we've seen that before. Here's why I don't take too much with the shove. I don't think Colby thought he was going to shove him. I think he caught Colby off guard here. And here's the thing. Usman didn't shove him. Did you notice he didn't shove him maliciously? He shoved him to fuck with him.
Yeah.
He was smiling afterwards. It wasn't like Figueiredo, like, oh, I'm going to kill you, you know, like, let me at him, you know, like that. Or Conor McGregor with the crazy kick. I'm going to take his head off. It wasn't any of that. Usman shoved him and left. It was basically like, I got my hands on you first. I am feeling more comfortable and confident with my Usman pick. I mean, listen. There is not a doubt in my mind that Usman's going to get the win here. If Colby gets it done, I will definitely be shocked. What do you think, Jess? about this situation here?
I think, listen, and I saw someone even ask in the chat. Hold on one second. Let me put it down.
You want me to hold it?
No, she doesn't want me to help.
But I mean, like, it's just pretty clear. I mean, Usman played along a little bit with it. There was a moment where I was like, okay, Colby might be able to pull something out of this. And then I felt like he fell on his face. The pink shirt guy comes up, and that guy is nauseating. By the way, the questions from the media, I mean, what are we doing? What are we fucking doing? These guys, they're just, it's getting to the point where the media members are trying to build their social media brand off of these press conferences. And it's just like, come on, guy. This is not about you. It's not about the fucking media.
I saw someone even ask in the chat, they said, do I hate Colby because I seem so annoyed by him? It's not that I hate him. Like, I don't think that there's any fighter that I genuinely hate. There's fighters that I maybe don't respect or don't like, but at the end of the day, I get what they're doing. And the same thing with Colby. I understand his gimmick. Like, I understand what he's trying to do. But the thing that does annoy me about it is it's very copied and it's not natural. Like, he doesn't... Some fighters who have that big mouth and who have the ability to talk, whether it's scripted or not, it's natural. It flows. But with Colby, it feels so forced that it's annoying to watch, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, Henry Cejudo is a forced character.
Yeah.
But Henry delivers it so much better. You know, Colby Covington's got some good lines. You know, he writes down some good lines.
Yeah, if he could deliver it better, I'd probably
like the guy. His delivery is just, he falls on his face a lot. He stutters. You know, it's just, he gets caught up in it. I don't know. But maybe that's his shtick. You know,
But I also feel that Colby does have a little bit of a higher sensitivity than a lot of these other trash talkers out there, which kind of is an ailment to him.
Yes, Colby admitted that he was bullied as a child. He admitted that this was his backstory. You know, bullying was a big thing. So what does he do? His character, it's ironic, he becomes the bully, right? But at the same time, he's like the good guy bully. He's praising city workers. You know, he's trying to be the voice of the people. He's trying to do this.
Well, no, he's doing that just to win people over.
Yes, but this is where it's unique. This is where his shtick gets unique here. He is not the complete heel. He's the good guy. He's the anti-hero. That's what Colby's trying to be here. He's the anti-hero. Usman's father is a bad guy. He stole money and did all these terrible things. You know, I'm going to beat him for you, the people, taking your tax dollars. Like, that angle is actually a pretty good angle. You know, he's being the anti-hero. I think that's the best way to put it. The line with John Morgan, probably the best line. You know how he tells John Morgan, like, he pulls the John Jones situation. I'm not going to answer your questions, but then tells him to drop and do like 10 push-ups. I thought that was pretty funny. That's pretty good. And John Morgan got all red and flush, and he caught Morgan there with a nice fucking shot. There were moments where Colby was entertaining, yes. But the thing is, did he win over? Did he? He didn't even win the crowd. The crowd was split at the end. Did he defeat Kamaru Usman mentally? And the answer is no, he didn't. And if you think because Usman shoved him, he got in his head, remember what I said before. This is not a vicious shove. This is not like a John Jones, like a like angry Conor McGregor throwing Hasbulla kicks and Figueiredo with the shove. It's not that. He was laughing. Like, this guy's a joke. I'm telling you, man. Moss is so jealous of Colby, it's nauseating. What are you talking about? I just said Colby Covington winning would be the best thing for us. I don't hate on... Here's what I got to say here. And some people are too dense to fucking get this through, into their ears. I like the gimmick. I don't hate Colby. I don't think Colby is a bad person. We had his fucking teammate on yesterday, and his teammate was even confirming that Colby's actually a good guy. I think Colby is a good guy. I really do. I believe Colby's a good guy, and I could root for Colby. I'm just trying to say Usman's going to win. Usman, I will get to the donations in a second. Usman's going to win this fight. It's obvious. Now, if you want to root for Colby, knock yourself out. If you want to gamble and throw it out there for the chance of Colby winning this fight, yeah, go for it. But if you're gambling because you truly think Colby's going to win this fight, you're delusional. Usman's going to win. He will win once again, and he'll probably win it quicker this time around. Zhang Weili and Rose, really nothing to pull from that. Zhang had the translator. Rose looked like she was going to cry. You can't really pull anything from Rose looking like she always looks like she's going to cry. I think Rose is going to win this fight. There's really nothing to say there. They shook hands. I mean, Rose shook first. Respect. No trash talk. There was opportunities where you could have talked trash, but you had the other knucklehead selling the pay-per-view anyway. Gaethje and Chandler, I actually was a little disappointed. I didn't get more from them. Michael Chandler looked like he wanted to get it going a little bit, but then complimented Gaethje. Gaethje didn't really get off to anything. Their actions will speak on Saturday, so no need to sell that fight, right? So the only story is the main event, Usman and Covington. That's it. Let me know in the chat what you guys thinking. Oh, I see the schmo over there. Colby gimmick way better than the schmo. The schmo, I don't know what. This guy, he does not want to be the schmo anymore. It's very obvious.
He looked way off his game.
He don't want to be the schmo.
He looked like shaky. His face was extremely red and flushed. Like he sounded like he was straining to speak. Something was wrong today.
He was rattling off questions right off of his phone. Like
I don't know, maybe he has like something health-wise going on, but something was wrong with him today. Something was wrong.
Yeah, he was off. I don't think he wants to do it anymore. I think he wants to He wants to do media, but
I'm not saying his interest. I'm saying physically, he looked like something was wrong.
Maybe he's nervous. I don't know. MSG. Weird. I don't know. New York. Who knows? Glove touch. Maybe it was cocaine. I don't know.
I mean, I would not be surprised if he was high. Something was off.
Maybe
go back and watch if you didn't get to see it. Something looked weird.
Maybe his girl's big breast implants exploded in the Uber on the way to the event. I don't know. HELWANI. Who knows what's up with him? But yeah, I want to get to the chat. We'll get to your comments. We got some donations coming in.
Wonderful.
Gavin Macias.
As cringe as that was, I'm excited. I'm watching the first fight again right now.
Yeah, run it back. That fight was great. Colby had very good moments in that fight. He really did. Colby brought it. Talking about the eye pokes, here's the problem with the whole cheating angle. They both were bitching and complaining about cheating. They both had their moments. I mean, I did a whole stream on this. I'm not going to go down that road. But I legit dedicated a whole stream where you can argue where Kamaru was complaining about the wrong thing. You could argue about Colby Covington complaining. Colby Covington's jaw broke and he pointed at his eye. I don't know why Usman didn't bring that up. Colby's jaw broke and Colby's complaining that there was an eye poke to Goddard. Like, you can't. He's like, he goes, my eye, and his fucking jaw was broken. He goes to his corner, tells his people his jaw is broken, yet he was pointing to his eye, like saying he was eye poked, trying to like weasel his way. They both had moments in that fight where they were weaseling away out of the competition.
Was the better fighter.
And what happened? Even though they were both guilty of doing things in that fight, they both stood in there, they traded, they both had their moments, and what happened? Kamaru Usman finished Colby Covington. That's the outcome. So, I mean, I could see how Colby's trying to manipulate things in a way to try to, sell a fight. I get that. But he thinks he's going to get into Usman's head with that angle. It's not going to work. His jaw was broken. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I kind of wish there was a better angle that could have gotten to Usman. Really, I don't think anything did. So, unfortunately, I don't think that shtick's going to work. Here's Colby. With Ride Drive.
Colby Covington wants to kiss your hand. Donald Trump, can I kiss your hand? Kiss your hand, kiss your hand. Trump, you have a delicious hand.
A lot.
What do you got, Ride Drive?
All the banter was horrible, trying to be Conor-like and not even close to the GOAT Chael Sonnen.
Yeah, I mean, Chael Sonnen, he goes to show you that there is an art to this. There's a craft to trash talking. Old Conor, the first half of his run, Conor was unstoppable on the mic. But then again, when you win, it helps. Chael Sonnen was able to do it after losses. That's why Chael is probably the best of all time. The guy was able to do it even after a loss. He was able to sell himself in a way where you would say, oh, this guy's the best. Colby Covington hasn't really found that Chael route, but he found a way to get us talking. So all in all, I find Colby's mouth a success. His character, his gimmick, a success. The guy got finished in the first fight, and he has a rematch over here. So I think Colby does that well, whether it's getting into your opponent's head. Not Usman. Hasn't worked yet.
Wonderful.
Here comes Chubbs.
I love Conor, you know that, Moss. But come on, dude, you can't love Conor and then hate Colby for being the same thing. It sounds just as fake when Conor does it. It's not real. We've argued that to people who get butthurt over Conor.
I disagree. I highly disagree. It does not sound just as fake. Listen, there's things that Conor has said that have not rolled off the tongue well, but in terms of Conor versus Colby with the trash talk and what's been rehearsed and scripted and how it's delivered, Conor's light years better. I think even if you hate Conor, you can agree that Colby is not quite as good at delivering those lines.
Colby's literally trying to when Pink Shirt Guy came there, he pulled his Conor bag of tricks. Like he actually, it was like, what the fuck? Colby started wearing the sunglasses and the suits after Conor was doing it. Like he was kind of sizing him up and saying, okay, I'm going to start doing that shit. Colby literally is, and Usman's been guilty of Conor lines as well too. Here's the thing, it's apples and oranges. Conor McGregor, what he did in his career, becoming double champ. Listen, Conor's run compared to Colby's run, way different. It's completely. Yeah, I don't know. But Colby pulls inspiration from that and created his own character, and it's worked. It has worked, but it falls flat a lot more than Conor's ever did.
Wonderful, wonderful.
The glove touch.
The schmo was shook. You all saw that, right? He thought I was there. I genuinely thinks K knows because he saw me at the IF 263 weigh-in and he started looking all weird and shit. All trolling aside, I feel kind of bad.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. If you were in the building, forget it. King of the Dead says it comes naturally to Conor. Yes, I do believe that Conor does have some lines that he hits or some jokes that he wants to land on when he's talking his trash. He probably formulates it before he gets to a press conference. I do believe that. But the natural trash talking of Conor, how it just flows off his tongue, Colby stuttering and getting to the joke, it's not Conor-esque. And listen, we don't want it to be Conor-esque. We want it to be Colby Covington. But when you see him pulling from other people and it falling flat in certain situations, then it's tough not to, acknowledge. But anyway, I want to know, chat room, I want to know over here, your thoughts. Colby Covington, Usman, just the press conference happened. A big thank you to everyone that dropped donations. You guys were incredibly generous. If you want to donate, hit the Streamlabs. You'll definitely get your comment in that way or super chat. And, if we miss you in the chat, we can get you that way as well. Usman should kick him while he's down. Usman had moments where he could. I thought it was listen, I think I picked Usman. I'm betting on Usman. But like I said, Colby Covington would be better for me. It would be better for the channel. It would be more fun. Really, it would be way more fun, Colby Covington as a champ. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible here. And I know people are going to be like, well, you picked him, you bet on him. Usman, you're sucking his dick. At the very end, when Usman looked over, there's Colby's dad. Like, literally looked at Colby's dad and said how he's embarrassed. Colby's dad, there's probably moments where Colby's dad was a little embarrassed by Colby's actions. He probably hit a nerve there. And Colby didn't have anything to say. Let's see how mentally strong Colby Covington is. We'll see on Saturday. We'll see. But I think Usman won the clash of the tongues on the mic. And let's be honest, this press conference was so circus-like. Like, it was just, between the suits and the one-liners and the goofy questions from the media, it was just a complete circus. I enjoyed it. Was it cringy? Yes. But it was entertaining. It was like this WWE shtick thing. I couldn't really pull much out of it when it comes to seriousness. Let's see. The game is crazy and Game Boy Advance. And the Bucky's t-shirt is fire. Yeah, this is from the chat. I don't know if one of you guys got it. I think Lil D got this, right? Did he get the Bucky's?
Beaver?
Yeah, the Beaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lil D I think got this for us.
Yeah. Go Lil D.
I don't even know what it is.
We actually wore the Halloween outfits that Lil D got.
We sure did. We sure did. Just like Usman should be ashamed of his dad stealing money from innocent people. Yeah, listen, I don't even know the story, but yeah, he was in jail, so he clearly did stuff wrong. There's no doubt about it. But think about this. Conor McGregor went after Khabib with the terrorist rat snitch, trying to dig into the family stuff and get under his skin. It really didn't work for Conor against Khabib, right? You have a dominating 155-pound champion who's just cleaning house, no problems. You got 170. You got Kamaru Usman. Colby Covington's like, all right, let me go after the family. It just felt like it just fell flat, I think it fell flat with Conor, too. When Conor was going after Khabib, anger was there. You know, Conor was way more angry going after Khabib. You can tell he was fired up, and it was not good. But Colby Covington here didn't seem angry, but his going after Kamaru's dad, it just felt like Usman didn't give a fuck. And Usman coming back with that line on his father, I don't know, man. That's why Conor lost. He made it too personal. Yeah, man, I had a weird taste in my mouth after that freaking press conference. I was just like, oh. Like, whoa. Then look what happened. Usman's dad called me the other day, told me that my car's warranty expired. No Lance Khabib was just better. Colby is the racist. Last hope. He is their god. The whole racist thing, I don't think either of them are racist, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They just use comments to try and get under people's skin,
Yeah.
but I don't think, like, it's all part of the game, you know? I don't think that either one of them really have any kind of motive behind it.
Yeah, Colby supports Trump. People say Trump's a racist. All of a sudden, Colby's a racist. I don't know. How could Colby be racist when his gym is mixed with all different ethnicities and stuff like that? I mean, if he's clearly racist, he's in his garage training over there with a bunch of honkies. You know, like, I don't think Colby's fucking racist at all. And Kamaru Usman, he's proud of his heritage. But I don't get it from him either. I don't know. I think it's retarded. I think the racism thing, it's like enough. I'm so sick of fucking racism and
well, I think nowadays
accusing people. It's so
people
fucking
throw racism out there because
unless you're Kevin from Chicago, that guy's
like,
clearly racist. There's no doubt about it.
It's the easiest jab to say someone's racist. It's
Yeah.
like the easiest thing to try and make someone look bad is to be like, oh, you're racist.
You gotta like legit say something racist, and then you can be called a racist. But if you don't say something racist and someone's like, well, you're a racist anyway, it's like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Colby is a nerd hater, and that makes me sad. He doesn't like nerds, Colby. Although Colby is like legit. He's a nerd. Is Colby not a nerd? Am I off on this? Or does Colby come across as like king nerd? Right? Like how that's the thing that maybe that's part of the gimmick here. Colby is a nerd, no? He's calling everyone nerds and virgins and everything like that, but Colby Covington, like when I look at him and the cheesy grin and the goofy suits, and like isn't he dressing like a nerd? Like that's why I'm like I'm confused here, but maybe that's what he's going for. I don't know. You picked Usman. You're the gamer, the hater, real gamer. Listen, real gamer. Listen, we all know my picks are fucking spot on. Okay, we all know. If you want to make money, follow me. If you don't, then it's fine. You do whatever you'd like. Colby isn't racist. He is just the racist favorite fighter. Well, listen, I'm not gonna fucking single out his fan base and say they're all racist. I'm sure both sides. Listen, I can definitely 100% say Usman and Covington have clear racist fans. Both guys. I've seen it on Twitter. It's just fucking nuts. It's nuts, man. It's crazy. But that does make it easier to root against a certain fighter. Yes. Colby and Justin had some back and forth. Oh yeah, and how about that? I kind of wanted more of that. Maybe, am I weird for saying that or thinking that? Like, I kind of wanted more Justin Gaethje going after Colby Covington. And Dana kind of just, like, snipped it. I was like, no! Did you want more of that? Or because we couldn't get with Chandler. I wanted Gaethje to talk a little bit. What'd you think?
Listen, that's, like, the one fight I'm most excited for, so I wish I could have seen more out of it.
No, but Colby and Gaethje, you heard that? Like, that was about to get going. Yeah. I kind of wanted that. I don't know. Maybe because Gaethje had some choice words for Covington, and and Covington's calling out Dustin Poirier, saying, oh, he's a big guy, we could fight. Like, if you call out Gaethje too. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, Bellator. Yeah, we'll have a Bellator on while we're fucking off on a Friday. Coast to coast. If you cheer for Colby over Usman, you racist snowflakes. I mean, it's like that's just like it's so dumb. It's like dopey comment of the day. I like Justin words. Blakey's going 90. Poor Ellie. She's got teeth coming in. She got, she went to the doctor. She was a mess today. Today was a rough day for her. Colby fans are going back to hiding after Saturday. I mean, yeah, what happens if Colby does lose his fight? I mean, you still have the Masvidal fight. You could still do that, You still throw that together because Masvidal against Usman again, like next, just doesn't make any sense. I think he'll still have fans. You know, he'll still have people supporting him, of course. Because, listen, he sells fights. He knows how to sell them. I want to see Justin kill Colby on the mic. It would have been interesting just to see what they had to say. Is he spamming the fuck out of the chat with his ignorance? They should go back to hiding. Is he on fire in the chat? Colby isn't going to lose, you fucking virgins. See, now I can get with that. See, if that's how you articulate, Colby isn't going to lose, you fucking virgins. Now we're talking, okay? Because we know it's goofy and silly. And that person there is just straight up rooting for Colby Covington as a fan. And I can get on board with that. I just don't get the people out there like, you'll see, Colby's going to win. You're an idiot for betting on Usman. Like, what evidence do you have to show that I'm an idiot for betting on? I mean, like, where's the evidence? He literally got finished in the last fight. I just watched the press conference, and I pulled nothing out of Colby Covington. Like, there is nothing out of that press conference that says, okay, you know, maybe he's in Usman's head. Nothing. Zero. So, you know, I kind of wish there was, you know?
Wonderful.
I like having a little doubt, but in this situation, no doubt. Chubbs.
Colby didn't have anything to say at the end because he got Usman to participate in the head games and then he got him to push him at the end. Come on, Moss, if this was anybody else, you would be saying how he's in his head.
Nope, not at all. Like I said before, I don't know where you're getting that angle. I need Colby to win this fight. I need him to win this fight. Like, so if everyone started talking shit about me picking Usman in this one, I would be like, all right, give it to me. But inside, I need Colby to win this fight because as for a show, it makes it way more interesting. As a fan, picking Colby Covington would be fun. It's just fun. But when it comes to skill, I mean, what's going on here? Well, I mean, we all know Usman's better. I mean, even if you're a Colby fan, you know Usman's a better fighter, right? Am I nuts? I mean, I might be coming across as biased. I kind of wanted Colby to win the press conference. I kind of wanted that. He just didn't. So now what do you want me to do here? Like, when Conor and Dustin were going back and forth in their last press conference, I enjoyed what Conor had to say, but yet I left that press conference like, oh, fuck, man. You know, Dustin wasn't budging. You know, like, you know, as much as I, you know, enjoy Conor, it was rough for me. This one here, I feel the same thing. Maybe even more on the side of Colby didn't win anything. Like, the John Morgan thing was great. He's not fighting John Morgan. So how does that, you know, make me pick?
Wonderful.
I don't know. When Usman said bet on black, Colby replied racist. Usman told him you would know he got him. Smiley face.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Colby was the first one to throw the racist thing out there. And, ouch. Like, it just fell fucking flat, man. It fell fucking flat. Both of them were cringy on the mic. No doubt. Usman was cringy as well. You know, Kamaru played into the shtick more this time around, which, at first I was going to start to get a little nervous about picking Usman there because maybe Colby was pulling him into his game. And then I was watching it unfold and it just didn't work. I mean, does anyone... All right, one's in the chat if you believe that Colby Covington is in Kamaru's head. One's in the chat if you think Colby Covington is in Kamaru's head. I need to know right now with 237 people in there. Smash the like button. One's if you think Colby's in his head. I'm curious to see what we got over here. And I see one person spamming it. Okay, there's a couple others in here. And what I'm going to do now to make this, to solidify this, is I'm going to throw a poll in the chat. Is Colby in Usman's... Oh my God, what did I just do? Hold on a second. I'm writing like a serial killer here. I had caps lock on. Okay. Is Colby in Usman's head? Okay. All right. I'm putting in the chat. I got the poll going. I see a little bit of both in there. It's tough for me to figure it out, but by me dropping a poll in there, I can get a legit answer. 230. Get your answers in. I want to know. And this will tell the story right here. This will tell you can't spam there. This will tell the story. We'll see what the chat says. As we wait on the results, we'll get to the donations.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sonosi.
Colby a natural WW. If he loses, thoughts if he entered LW?
If he enters lightweight, I don't think he can hit lightweight, to be honest. I think Colby stays welter. This weight class is perfect for him.
If Colby went to lightweight, I would love to see all those people who said that Conor beats up on smaller guys say the same thing about Colby.
Well, if you think about it, Colby, a lot of the guys he beat are smaller than him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everyone's so quick to be like, oh, Conor, he beats up on small guys, blah, blah.
He's a decent-sized welterweight.
Are you going to be saying the same thing?
Yeah, he's a decent-sized welterweight. And I don't think he would be able to... I honestly don't think he would be able to hit lightweight. I mean, he could starve himself. I guess anything's possible, but I don't see that. I don't think Colby ever moves weight classes. Who is smaller than Colby? Let's go through his resume. I mean, I feel like almost everybody. Tyron Woodley, smaller than Colby. Kamaru's not, and look what happened there. Robbie Lawler's smaller. Dos Anjos is smaller. I mean, do we have to keep going here? Damian Maia. Actually, Damian Maia's a pretty big guy. How tall is Kim here? Kim's actually a pretty big guy, too. All right, so he's 6'2", so there's two guys there that were reasonably sized. Colby's sitting at 5'11". All right. Actually, how tall is Kamaru? Kamaru is 6 foot. I don't believe that, by the way. They look like they're like the same freaking height, but we'll say Kamaru's bigger. Yeah, look at the last, out of his last, Tyron smaller, Robbie smaller, Dos Anjos. So his last 3 wins, they're all smaller than him. Now listen, size means nothing, to me at least. Size, I mean, if you're a grappler, size, that'll mean something. But if you're if it's a striking fight, if it's just a straight up stand-up fight, I don't think size means anything. Reach could mean something, but when it comes to height, that means jack shit. Grappling, different story. If you're a bigger, stronger man and it's a grappling game, yeah. And it took a toll on RDA. Robbie Lawler, that was a stand-up strike fight, so I mean, I guess that really didn't make much of a difference there. But he was the bigger guy, if that means anything to you. And Tyron Woodley, well, we saw what happened there. Colby is smaller than Woodley. Isn't Woodley like 5'10"? Woodley's 5'9". What are you retarded? Who is this guy? This Kim Amma. Dude, are you a little slow in the chat? Like, what's wrong with
you? For years, Moss.
Kim Amma?
Yes.
No, he's a Kim Amma? I've never even seen that name before.
He's been in there for a while.
I think you're making shit up. Are
I'm
you a
not.
little... all right, it's all right. Woodley's massive. He's 5'9". He's my height. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Wonderful, wonderful.
You're making it hard for the Colby fans out there, bud.
Colby has pillow hands now. Imagine how soft he would hit at lightweight. He needs to stop fighting old men on losing streaks and for God's sakes finish a damn fight.
Well, he did finish Woodley. I mean, he's on a losing streak, the whole deal. Listen, I think without Usman in the picture, I believe Colby Covington would be champ. I think Colby's the best at welterweight. He's a very tough... I would like to see Colby versus Gilbert Burns. That would be interesting to me. But I think Colby's a really tough dude at welterweight, and he is a champ. All right, we're going to go a little bit longer, and then we're going to shut it down. We got 250 people in here. Make sure you smash the like button. Get your comments in the chat. I'm going to look at the poll. And so far, is Colby in Usman's head? 60% say no. So it's getting close to 50-50, but 60% of the people are saying no. So the MMA-Holes are saying no over here. 108 votes. Get your votes in. I want to know what you think. Let's get back into this chat over here. Thank you to the donations. Appreciate it. Like I said, we'll only go a little bit longer here. Nick was talking a lot. Burns beats Colby. I think Burns is a problem for Colby. I do. Oh, but he got knocked out by Hooker and blah, blah, blah. No, I think Burns can. And by the way, KHAMZAT, Colby talking shit to KHAMZAT Chimaev. I think KHAMZAT beats Colby. I do. I want to see Colby win to see the reaction of Ali. Oh, well, listen, that would be fun. Colby winning and getting on the mic, MSG, would be fantastic. I think he's in his head just for the fact Colby... Lost you. Hold on. Colby almost beat him, says, wasn't me. Colby definitely won rounds. Colby dragged Usman into a fight that Usman didn't want to get in. Usman even admitted he fought emotional in the first fight, and Colby held his own. Colby looked very good in the first fight. He did. I'm not going to dismiss that. But Colby, he was finished. He was finished. So, I mean, how do you say Colby almost beat Usman when, yeah, he did hit him. He rocked him a couple of times. I never thought that Usman was, like, in serious trouble. But Colby got finished. So, I mean, you know, listen, I've clowned around with Conor and Khabib. I've done streams about it, trying to, you know, troll and fuck around. But in my heart of hearts, I really knew what was up. You know, I really knew. Me pushing with Conor in a lot of situations with Khabib, deep down in my heart, I knew what was up. I knew what was going on. But I had to troll away. I had to keep the party going because Conor's my boy. And if you're a Colby Covington fan and you want to keep trolling away and having a little fun and hopefully keeping the fingers crossed that the underdog gets the job done, I'm cool with that. I have no problem. But I'm just taking this as you're saying this for real. And I can't buy into it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Roberto.
I hope Usman not taking Colby lightly. Dude keeps talking about boxing Canelo. He's probably taking Colby for granted. Colby confidence, it's really high.
Okay, let's talk about that. That's interesting. Talking about what is next. You know, a lot of time these guys say, hey, I got to focus on my opponent. I got to focus on my opponent. Kamaru Usman, I'm not saying he's not focused on Colby Covington, but he is talking on the mic about Canelo, boxing, other things in the future. The media has baited him in other directions. Do you think that maybe Roberto's onto something here? Maybe this is the angle we're going to go with. Maybe, I mean, I can't see Kamaru not taking this fight serious. I honestly, I can't. But I'll throw it out there to people in the chat. Maybe there is something with this. Got to give a shout out to my sponsors. You see my bookie over there. If you're going to place a bet, use our link in the description down below. Promo code MMA-HOLES for a 100% match on your first deposit. We drop money on Kamaru Usman. Listen, I have no problem with Colby Covington winning this fight. I like Colby. I actually do like Colby. I like the cringe. It's ridiculous, the whole deal. But I think Usman's just way better. So I got money on Usman over there. I'm going to win 33 on my $100. Link in the description for that. Shout out to Head Rush. Head Rush got the best gear around. Check it out. 20% off the same promo code. MMA-HOLES for Head Rush. Wonderful, wonderful clothing over there. Looking like a badass. Got some sexy stuff for the ladies. Badass stuff for the guys. So check it out. Link in the description. MysticRootsCBD.com. 20% off. Promo code MMA-HOLES. The best CBD around. Homegrown. The whole deal. And we swear by the stuff. I use it every single day. I like using the drops right under the tongue. Completely cool, chill, no anxiety. Great stuff. Helps you sleep. The whole deal. It doesn't get you high or anything like that. Just keeps you calm. A good Christmas gift. All this stuff. Good Christmas gifts. So check it out. Link in the description for them. Actually, MysticRootsCBD.com is the website. And just put the promo code MMA-HOLES. And if you want to watch the fights this weekend, we got a pin in the live chat. It's ESPN Plus. The link pinned in our live chat and the description. Anyone that used that link to buy the pay-per-view or any of the UFC content, you just want, ESPN Plus to watch the fight nights and the Contender Series. Anyone that used it, we get a commission. So don't give it to ESPN. Don't give it to you. Give it to us. The MMA-Holes. And thank you to everyone that orders through our link. We really do appreciate your support.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, so back in the chat, we're going to wrap it up here as we have witnessed the press conference. Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman. Like I said before, I can't really pull much from Zhang, Weili, and Rose. I'm going to pick Rose. I'm picking Michael Chandler. I'm going the other way and picking Michael Chandler over Gaethje. But that's going to be a firefight regardless. And when it came to the trash talk, and there really is not enough for me to pull from there, I couldn't get anything from that. Everything we got was from the main event. Kamaru and Colby. Looking at the poll, it looks like it's going to stay this way. 63% out of 150 votes say, is Colby in Usman's head? No. 62%. I mean, we're kind of running away with this thing. And I know it's probably killing Colby fans out there. Listen, when I picked Glover Teixeira, pretty big underdog last week, a lot of people were doubting me. I was frustrated thinking, how are people not seeing my angle here? But I'm not losing any sleep. I picked Glover, got the win, and gloated. That's it. If Colby Covington gets the job done, you can gloat away. I told you so. Colby Covington will get on the mic. Fire will be in there. It would be a fantastic night. It makes it interesting. If he does it, we'll scurry under your rocks.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Congratulations to the Glover, by the way. Thank you. Chandler gets knocked out in the second. Listen, either guy can get knocked out. I know a lot of people are saying Michael Chandler, like this guy, he's going to get knocked out, blah, blah, blah. Old man, Bellator. You'll see. Will Brooks beat him. Will Brooks, by the way, chirping like crazy, trying to get back into the UFC. Both guys can get knocked out. Remember, Gaethje is a reckless son of a bitch. Chandler's a reckless son of a bitch. Both guys are, and that's what makes this fight fantastic. These guys are going to go crazy in that first round. I do believe Chandler's going to try to get this thing to the ground. And by Gaethje throwing it out there, Conor-esque, saying, the first one to shoot is a bitch or whatever, that's like a sign of weakness, right? Conor's been criticized of it. Now Gaethje, who is a former wrestler, is throwing it out there. What does that tell Michael Chandler? If you could take anything from this press conference, Chandler's going to be like, okay, I'm shooting. You clearly don't want that, so I'm going to shoot. Picking Mikey Chance. Looking at Chandler is, oh shit, man. Chandler's a plus 170. Oh, man, should we throw 100 on Chandler, too? See, now, me and Jesse are split. She'd probably kill me if I did it. Throw 100 on Chandler, you win 170. So make up for the rest of Usman. I kind of like it, but I don't know, man. I feel like Rose, I tell you what, not a bad parlay would be Chandler, Rose, and Kamaru. It's not bad. I probably should have went that route. I should have probably done the parlay route with Chandler as my underdog, and Rose is virtually even. Rose being even with Zhang, I mean, Zhang's a beast, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It's not bad. Anyone got any parlays? I want to know what your parlays are in the chat. Donations on fire tonight.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We got Chubbs.
I don't understand anybody that says there's no way this guy is going to win whoever it is in any fight at this level. I mean, just to pronounce that somebody has no chance seems not serious and trolling.
Well, listen, there is a 5% chance I would go with. There's always a chance, right? There's always a chance someone could win. Excuse me. I spilled my tea earlier all over the freaking place. I thought I was going to short circuit the whole stream. Thankfully, I think we dodged that bullet. Thank you, Chubbs. There's always a chance with 4-ounce gloves. There's always a chance for an underdog to get the win. If you're placing a bet as a fan, you like the action, you like the fact that this person, oh God, I'm hiccuping and shit. If you like the fact that the person is one of your favorite fighters, you're getting a little extra money if they win, you like the action, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But my job here as a host is to try to bring some logic, because I do bring fantasy. I do go that route, but I always tell you beforehand, I am a big fan of this person, so I'm going in this direction, right? I always try to tell you that. In this situation, I'm not necessarily the biggest Kamaru Usman fan. He just makes me look good every time he wins. So if you cherish your cash, I would truly say, listen, you got to drop it on Usman here. If you're just looking to fucking place a bet and have some fun, of course, have some fun with Colby. I just think you're going to lose. I think it's just like taking your toilet bowl, flipping the lid up, throwing it in there, watching the green go down the fucking tube. You know? That's what I'm trying to do here.
Super chat.
Droning in the
Was
scenery.
that a nut shot? Thoughtful face.
So the nut shot, the infamous nut shot, okay? It grazed the cup. I've watched it a million times. The toes did graze on the cut. Is it a nut shot? No, it's not straight up in the nuts. Now, if you're in the zone, and I've had a cup before, I've played hockey plenty of times, and things grazing on my cup, shifting the balls. And now, if I'm getting kicked, and that shit's on the belt line over there, and that shit comes in, and it's hitting on the nuts, and it hits on the fucking the cup pulls onto my nuts, and you're like, whoa, hold on. I could see in the heat of the moment, I could see Usman. He shook it off. He went back out and fought. It's close. That was a close situation. In real time, it was so fucking close that what are you going to do as a referee? What are you going to say? Well, I don't think it hit the nuts, so I'm not going to stop it here. If you think if it's that close to the nuts, I mean, if the toenails will scrape it on the cup, you got to have to stop the fight because listen, you're a man, right? Your balls get fucking hit, you got to fucking do something about this. So that cup thing, no big deal. Like I said before, Colby Covington, the guy that's complaining about Usman in a lot of situations, complained the entire fight as well. Like he was bitching, his jaw was broken, he was pointing at his eye. How did Usman not even bring that up? He broke his jaw and told Mark Goddard, he poked me in the eye, then sat down on the stool and told his corner that his fucking jaw was broken. Like, they both were guilty of a little silliness in that fight. So I think they evened themselves out with the fucking whining. And I hope this fight doesn't turn into that. I hope this is not bitching to the ref every 5 fucking seconds, because that is annoying. It's like that's like why I don't watch basketball as much as I used to. Go Pistons. But these guys are complaining every 5 seconds. Every play is a complaint. And I don't want to see that in my fights. Just fight. That's it.
Wonderful.
We got the Hearns coming in.
It's funny how people say Colby was winning. His face looked like the Rocky Mountains, looked like he had a horrible accident, smiley face, at the steel I see a pattern lol.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, you got to give credit to Colby Covington. And thank you, Roberto, for the donation. Thank you, everyone, for the donations once again. You got to give credit for Colby Covington still selling this fight, right? Because he did get finished. Right? And Conor's done the same thing. Like, he's been finished, and he finds ways to sell himself a fight, get back in the mix. Colby did the job. He has another opportunity. Now, talking means nothing. The only thing that could work right now is Colby getting the dub. If Colby wins, I mean, that would be insane. Madison Square Garden gets the dub. Heads will explode. Everything will go crazy over there. And there'll probably be a lot of pissed off people as well. He's got to win. If he loses two, I mean, at least Conor beat Dustin. At least he beat him the first time. He didn't beat Khabib. That didn't happen, but we didn't get the luxury of a rematch there. But he did at least beat Dustin once. Colby didn't even beat Usman. In his head, he cheated. Colby got finished. And if Colby gets finished again, 2 in a row, I mean, that ship has sailed. Even Masvidal didn't get finished in the first fight. He got finished in the second pretty bad. Hopefully, if you're a Colby fan, hopefully Colby Covington finds a way to get the dub here, and then it could make his points and his arguments and his jokes and his bits more solid. That's what you need. And if I'm a Colby Covington fan, I am very nervous in this fight. I am very, very nervous because everything falls apart if he loses this rematch. He did everything he could to claw his way back into this thing, never beating Usman. And if he takes another L, it's bad, man. It's not a good look. How dare you say go Raptors? Pistons are the best. No, they're terrible.
Wonderful.
Chubbs.
I agree that it's a long shot, but the way people are talking about Covington is as if he didn't hit Usman 140 times in the face. People talking about him like he got finished in the first round Jorge style.
But he got finished in the fight. They had a fight. They went 5 rounds. It was a war. It was a fantastic back and forth. And Colby had his moments. But his jaw was fucking hanging off his head. I mean, come on. Like, he looked like something from a horror movie. It would set up the perfect trilogy. Thank you, Chubbs, for the donation. It would set up the perfect trilogy. Yes. That's another reason why I kind of want Colby to win. I will take the $100 loss on my MyBookie bet. Just because the trilogy was so much fun. And then the Masvidal, how could you compare Masvidal to Colby Covington? Like, that being said, yeah, you're right. And Masvidal went the distance. Could you imagine if Colby gets finished again? Like, Masvidal off the couch went the distance with Kamaru. He went the distance. If Colby gets finished again, my God, there's a lot of pressure on Covington right now. Could you imagine? Yeah. How could we compare Jorge Masvidal to Colby Covington? Colby Covington beats Masvidal, in my opinion. But if Colby gets finished twice, Ouch. Ouch. That is not good. Let's see what else we have. Moss is a casual.
Casual.
Hey, listen, I just casually pick the winners. And that's what I do. And then I gloat when I get them done. Now, this is great. I do love this. And this is another reason why I love Colby Covington. Because he is selling this fight. He is making people believe. Just like Jorge Masvidal makes people believe. And then when you're on the other side picking the other guy, you look like a genius, even though you're really not, because he's a massive favorite. Once again, Saturday night, tune in, hit the notification bell. I will be gloating again over another Usman fight, which I should not be gloating over because he's a pretty big favorite. But because the people out there keep this party going and keep on rooting for guys that are supposed to lose, it just makes me even more mystical. Kamaru Usman will win, and he will probably win even quicker this time. I'm thinking like 3 rounds. That's what I'm going to go with here. Now, I am hoping I am wrong. I am. We shall see. I'm going to stop this poll as we are winding this puppy down. 189 votes, 190, and 59% say Colby is not in Usman's head. All right, the people have spoken. People have spoken over there. Smash the like button whether you're a Colby fan or Usman fan, okay? It doesn't matter here. We're all fans at the end of the day. We're all here to have a good time and watch some good fights. And UFC 268 is going to be a banging card. Do not wait until Saturday to buy that pay-per-view if you're going to buy it. Do it right after the stream. Do it right now. Jump in our link. Support the MMA-Holes by ordering it through our promo link. ESPN Plus is how you do it, or down below in the description. And thank you to all our sponsors that help us out. A big, huge thank you. A round of applause to the donators tonight. A big shout-out to the top fucking dog going 200 scuttles. Good luck going ham tonight. And I tell you what, man, you guys donate like that, we'll do more afternoon streams, for God's sakes. That was crazy. But thank you to everyone supporting us. And if you can't drop a donut, it's fine. Just hit the like button. The like is just wonderful, wonderful as well.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Good luck to everyone with your bets on my bookie, of course. And don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.